I'm going to do something a little differently. I'm getting ready for the snowstorm tomorrow. We're supposed to get like 2 feet of snow. So I'm looking forward to that because I get to shovel it. In all seriousness, though, I kind of want to talk about what happened in Jeremy's channel, the quartering. I have this up for instructional purposes only because I want to go over the first reply Elaine made to her initial tweet. Safety at magic events is our top priority. We have a zero tolerance policy for sex offenders. Our standard and long-standing practice is to suspend offenders from the DCI and to remove stores from the Wizards Play network. As the Navy Chiefs say, you will see this material again. Keep that in mind. You can see it right now. So, using the Wayback Machine, I went back to January 13th, 2016. This is when the snapshot was taken. It will show you everybody who's on there. The last person to be convicted of a sex offense in Jeremy's video was David Long. Or excuse me, David Park, who does appear on here. Start date 2015 2/25. End date is 2020. Why is it only a 5-year suspension? Notice she didn't say that it was a guaranteed lifetime ban from DCI. Not a lifetime ban. It's a lifetime ban to hurt somebody's freaking feelings, but David Park, who is accused of molesting 2 students, he only got a 5-year suspension. Zach Jesse, who did his time, he's got effectively a lifetime ban because of public pressure, okay? This is the kind of shit that Jeremy was talking about. Let's look at the other names. Once again, January 13th, 2016. That is when this snapshot was taken. Let's look up Ross. Nope. Ross Prajner is not on here. He was convicted in 2014. Possession of child pornography. Let's try Sam Strauss. Not seeing anything for him. Not seeing anything. He was convicted or pled guilty September 2014. Possession of child porn. Caught in To Catch a Predator like sting. You know what? Just to be safe. Just to be safe. Let's give a name. Nope, there's no Samuel. 2014, he pled guilty. Jason Long. Jason Long, the guy who was convicted between 2005 2008 of statutory rape at his own store as of January 13th, 2016. Not on the list. Yeah, he's on it now, but he wasn't back then. This is 8 years after his conviction. At minimum. Mark, we looked over. Luke Flora, not on here. Sex with a student, convicted between 2012 and 2014, not on here. And yeah, I'm looking over here because I actually have this thing written down so that I have my facts straight. Now let's talk about what happened with Jeremy, because we've just proven that Elaine is a freaking liar. Let's talk about Jeremy's channel. Why was it flagged? Well, according to what he provided, it was for spam or deceitful information. That could be anything. He's appealing that and the first strike, so we'll see how that goes. Now, I would have been willing to think that maybe WotC had a hand to play in it, that they did use bots, that they did mass flag his account. In fact, I'll be completely honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised if YouTube took this because of the mass flagging that's been going on over the span of the last month and a half. So keep that in mind. However, yesterday I was on a podcast, and we were talking about it. And during that podcast, someone made mention that several other YouTube personalities covering this have been hit with privacy complaints. One of the pedophiles has apparently flagged a bunch of people, and he has tried to have all the information scrubbed. I haven't been hit, but I haven't named any of the pedophiles themselves up until this video. Let's get rid of my ugly mug, huh? To that pedophile, I want to say that I have looked over the law for your state concerning the sex offender registry. And in fact, I have the law section pulled up right here. A person is authorized to use information disclosed pursuant to this section only to protect a person at risk. Guess what? You were a judge. You had constant contact with minors. You needed to be. They may or may not be on that list. I'm not going to say because we don't have concrete proof that this person is the one who engaged in this. You got nothing. What you did was actually, Jeremy actually has a case against you for what you did because you have hurt his bottom line. You have made false statements. He has a good case, a civil case. Once again, I'm not a lawyer. Don't play one on television. But he has something here. And you need to be ready for it because I believe Jeremy is getting to the point where he just does not give a flying fuck about the opinions of other people at this point. I'm getting to the point where he's having issues. He's tired of this. He's tired of the constant bullshit, and I understand it. On the podcast yesterday, we had Daniel Fournier on, and we were talking about this, the whole pedophile thing. And Daniel agreed that, we should be worried about it, but he says that a lot of the more prominent personalities, such as Tulare Community College and Wedge and Manalik, are unwilling to talk about it because of who started it, who got the ball rolling. To which my response is, fuck that noise. It doesn't matter if Hitler is the one that called this out. This is for children. This is protecting fucking children, people. This is protecting children. This is not something that there is any middle ground on. You are either pro-pedophile or pro-making sure they have no access to children. There is no middle goddamn ground here. So if you're not willing to take a stand against this, because what Elaine said is a lie, we have already proven it. We know that WotC is trying to scrub all records of anybody that Jeremy outed from their stuff. They don't want any records of it. Hasbro had a thing, class action lawsuit a couple of years ago where basically they were keeping tabs on a bunch of children via software and some of their toys. They can't have this. And there's been talks that possibly Mattel might be looking at buying out some of Hasbro's stuff because they haven't been making monetary quota over the past couple of years. WotC might be on that list. If that's the case, they may want to try to save WotC to be able to just offload it and get rid of this crap. WotC is a sinking ship right now. The only way to fix it is to help them see where they're wrong. And you know what? Putting children in danger to make a few bucks, that's pretty, it's pretty fucking wrong. But hey, what do I know, right? I would caution everybody about attacking WotC or Hasbro or anybody else until we have proof of who got his channel taken down. We are on the right side of history when it comes to this. I hate to use that term because that is a regressive left term, but it's true. We are protecting children. We are on the right side of history here. And the only way we can keep that moral high ground is if we do not go off half-cocked. Keep signal boosting everything. Keep calling WotC out on this. At the end of the day, though, think smart. Passion may rule reason, but the only sovereign we can allow to rule us is reason. You need to think, step back. I know tensions are high, emotions are high on this topic. We all feel for Jeremy. That being said, we need to play this smart. I implore you not to go off half-cocked. Do a little thinking before you do anything.